Well, an old lady sat at that table that he thought his teammate was going to sit at, and she sat down, poured the whole thing of crushed red pepper, ruined her 2 slices of pizza, and the poor old lady was like, "Why would somebody do this?"
1 gummy, 1 brownie, and 32 minutes of the Punch Drunk podcast, and I can't stop fucking laughing. You're an asshole.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Punch Drunk Podcast. I'm Paul Brooks. With me is Michael.
How are you?
Always. Joey.
How's it going?
Always. And we got Mike Lane is on assignment. So let's get right into it. Joey, you got intro and analytics.
So basically, there's really no analytics since we didn't have a video, but we're just going to talk like welcome back.
Yeah, we've been away for a little bit.
Yeah.
We've all taken some vacations, little getaways, some holidays. And everybody feeling all right?
Yeah,
Good?
it was just tough. Yeah. We were on a break. We didn't really warn them that we were going to take a break, our fans, but we're taking a break. But we're back.
Yeah, we apologize.
Mike has been
He's gone missing.
Yeah, he's gone missing.
But
I've only seen him like once.
But he'll be back.
2 months. But he'll be back.
We've got people asking, where you been?
We're here. We're fine.
How you doing, Michael?
Good. Hungry.
You hungry?
Doing my 72-hour water fast.
Oof.
I'm on day 2, so
Is it flavored water?
You can put flavored electrolytes, but there's a certain kind. This is just unflavored.
Yeah.
With electrolytes in it.
I don't think I've ever heard of that water.
I've had 2.5
I've seen
gallons.
that bottle. What is it?
It's just alkaline water.
Oh.
What made you do this? What tempted you to try this fast?
I said I was going to do it like a month ago and never did. And then woke up Thursday and was like, fuck it. I have no problem drinking a gallon of water a day, so another gallon on top of that is really nothing, especially when you're not eating.
Nice.
Yeah, so.
And the coffee you can drink after day 1, it's black coffee, and that's what I drink anyway, so it's easy.
And you're not trying to do it to cut weight for fighting.
No, just a lot of good benefits that I've read about.
You don't have a fight till August, probably.
Yeah, so cut it.
Pull your tampon out.
All right, resume.
You don't have to say that. We're editing. You can edit all this.
I know, but it sounds better when somebody goes like, boop.
But yeah, probably.
We're editing. What do you mean we're editing all of this?
Yeah.
I said you are.
Yeah, I heard we're. Replay. Joey, when you're editing this, replay.
You're going to edit that. You don't have to say that. We're editing. You can edit all this.
All right, we're starting over. But yeah, probably
Maybe to do something.
In the summer is when I'll fight again. This is just to get into, a system reset, basically. Nice. Reset the metabolism, everything like that.
Did you get it from like? Did you know about this before, about this exact cut, or did you get it from like Dana White?
No, I mean not this exact one, not the bone broth one. The one I'm doing is the one Dana White said, like the bone broth.
Are you
like that? But I knew about I've done intermittent fasting. That's how I cut weight for my first fight. It was intermittent fasting.
Are you a supporter of this diet so far? Do you see changes?
I feel a lot better. Mental clarity is so much better. And that's only been 2 days.
Yeah.
We'll have to get hold of Chris Nyland because he did that like a few months ago.
I know a lot of people have done it.
All over his podcast.
And every person I've talked to who's done it has said they're going to do it again. So we'll see how I wake up on Sunday.
All right.
Feel stronger too.
Joey, how you doing?
Been eating.
I'm doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had school.
School's going well.
I don't had it. I have it right now.
School's going well.
School's going really well. Yeah. A's and B's.
Good.
But we uploaded a video on TikTok about Caleb Williams and if he's ready for the NFL.
Yeah.
We don't think he's ready, but we have some
not
comments.
mentally, skill wise. Yeah, mentally no.
Almost everybody agrees with you. Yeah, skill wise, you have the skill, but mentally, he's not there.
Right.
One of the comments was that you're a grown ass man speaking over a 21-year-old crying about the game he loves.
What does that mean?
What does that have to do with? That's what
stupid.
Isn't
We're
that
talking
what?
about
Isn't that what every person on the radio does? Every person on every sports podcast does. Every analyst does. Like, isn't that what everyone does?
It has to be. That has to be one of the dumbest comments. Which makes no sense.
Isn't that what? That guy doesn't talk about any athletes. He's never. He likes every single athlete and everything they do. So that's what he's saying. So
that's exactly what the NFL does and their scouts do. They will analyze you. They'll interview you. They'll look at everything you do, who you hang around with, what's your family like.
Right.
They want all parts of it. If you sit and cry to mommy up in the stands during the national broadcast of a game, I'm not sure
How you
your
gonna
mental
leave 52
capacity
men
is
on the
there.
field?
I mean, come
Literally
on.
everybody will do that.
Yeah.
Everybody will criticize you, especially when you're at this level and you're
You
crying.
gotta tell me you're an NFL player and you see your quarterback doing that, and you're like, yikes.
What about one of his teammates?
That's what I'm
Right
saying.
now.
Yeah, like even in
Right
college,
now,
I'm
the
like,
guys
what
from
are you
your
doing,
team
dude?
what the hell are you doing crying?
Yeah.
What?
Only 3 people disagreed with you. One. Let's call his name out. Jordan Bigham. He says,
California.
"Sorry ass take here. Actually, pros and former pros loved him crying. So who are
Well, that's
to say something about?"
that's absolutely not true at
That's
all.
not true at all. Yeah, every single
Absolutely not true at
every
all.
person who I've heard on the radio hated it. A lot of the pros hated it. Not a good look. Do it in the locker room. That's one thing. You don't do it on the national broadcast in your mommy's arms. That's not true at all. I want one athlete who supported it. I want
Rob Ninkovich had called it the Lambeau weep.
Yeah.
He's like that's ridiculous to even show that.
So that's another dumb one. What are
that's
these
stupid.
people with these comments?
They're making these comments without
Yeah.
having any factual basis behind it.
Yeah, it's awful.
And then Scott, he says, 2 guys that have never played
Yeah, I
a
saw
sport in
this
their lives find a hobby.
2 guys who never
Yeah.
played a sport in our lives.
well.
Dad, you never played a sport?
Please, buddy.
Like what? Like, so that's a dumb comment too. How would he know anything about us? That guy seems like he doesn't even know his ass from his elbow.
He's touching himself.
If he does a
in there in
tad,
basement.
if
Meanwhile, we've all played sports at the high school level, at the collegiate level.
You can't
whether
even-
it's
you-
club
you
or
can't even
whether
entertain
it's
that.
club in the collegiate level or NCAA collegiate. Everyone's been there. Joe, you're in college and you're competing in a sport in boxing. Me and you are both actively still fighting. So that kid's a moron. So listen, Onion Pits.
I went semi-pro and had
Before you
a
fucking
free
start
agent
going
tryout.
off on people saying shit you don't know. You know, he's not. I don't even care about that one because clearly, if he watched the podcast, he would know that we're all athletes. And
Well, what he's trying to do is probably get airtime, knowing that he's getting under our skin.
yeah,
But the
well,
douche doesn't deserve any more
he's
airtime.
never seen an
Fit.
episode of the podcast, so
No more airtime for that.
because he
ass.
would have known.
Yeah.
all right, that's all the bad
So for the
comments
most
we
part,
had.
everybody agreed with us, though.
for
Yeah, of
almost
course.
every part. Yeah, everybody says it was the best take ever.
Yeah, I
Which was a
read
great
that. A
take.
lot of people said this is the best take they've seen about it.
All right. So now we got the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
I don't, honestly.
Are you gonna watch it?
I'm going to watch it because it's a game, but I just don't give a shit about it.
You don't care who wins.
I can tell you who I want to win. I really don't care who wins, but I want San Fran to just beat the absolute snot out of KC.
Right. so do
what I
I. Because you're Patriots.
But it doesn't mean I'm going to watch the game. Doesn't mean I'm going to have any interest in it. And even if Kansas City won, I won't probably even make it to second half because I have no interest. If Detroit was in it, well, obviously the Patriots would be a different story. Detroit, I wanted underdog. But these two, or even Baltimore. But these two particular teams, I could give a rat's ass about them.
Nah, I'd like to see San Fran win. I think it's something special about Brock Purdy.
Different. It's not who you want to win. Like I want San Fran to win, but I don't give a shit about the game.
Well, I want them to win, so I care about the game. I just don't. I will admit that I don't want the Chiefs to win. One, I think the Pat Mahomes versus Brady thing is. See, this has been the hot topic. Oh, you can't compare them yet, okay? And people are gonna say, oh yeah, you can't. Hater, no. There's a difference between 7 and 2. Okay, if he gets 3, then you can start saying, okay, shit, he's close to Montana, but he's got to get 3 for us to even be close to even touching Montana, right? Because when Brady, people are like, oh, you compared Brady to Montana when he had 2. Well, 2's a lot closer to 4. 2's not as close to 7. That's why we were comparing Brady to Montana because 2 and 3 are close to 4. That's where it's getting close. But you can't compare Mahomes to Brady because 2 or 3 is not really close to 7. You got a long way to go to get there.
Even over the next 4 or 5 years, you have no idea who's going to be on the Chiefs anymore.
Right.
You don't know who's going to retire. I mean, does Kelsey last another 5 years? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not going to take it away from Pat Mahomes. I think he is that guy who can make people better around.
He's a
him.
dangerous game maker. He changes
is.
the game by himself. There's no question.
If Mahomes wins, do you think he's a top 5
definitely
quarterback?
this era of Brady.
If Mahomes wins the Super Bowl, do you think he's a top 5 quarterback
of
all
this
time?
era?
All time.
See, I hate even.
What was the question?
If Mahomes wins the Super Bowl, do you think he's a top 5 quarterback of all time?
Top 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to put him up there. Because I just like I'm saying, I think it stands out when you make everyone better around you. That receiving core is extremely sorry, and they're here. Like no one, people be like, "Oh, we protect." Everyone thought in the beginning, "Oh, the Chiefs suck. Their fucking receivers suck." No one really thought they'd be in the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. But then the playoffs come, and it's Pat Mahomes making everyone better around him. So I do. I like Pat Mahomes. I just don't like the people he surrounds himself with.
What, his family?
Well, yeah, his family.
You
But
can't help
hate
that
him
they're
for
his
that.
family.
Everyone's got crazy people in their family, yeah.
Yeah, well, he's got dad and
So,
bro.
yeah, you're right.
I don't know if it really does. I mean, in this era, absolutely he would put him in there. But and I know, I understand comparisons are great, they're fun, but you really should not and cannot compare the game now the way it was, 50 years ago. I mean, everybody was different. The size, the ball. They all played on natural
Speed.
grass. They all played on natural grass. Mud bowls, not speedy turf. I mean, everything has changed. So it's nice to compare it. I get it. But I don't think he's quite the Tom Brady. I don't know if he does change a game. So, yeah, maybe he is. I mean,
He has that ability. He has.
Manning, you got.
He's up there in discussion.
He's
for sure.
certainly up there. Yeah.
You could put him in top 5. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I hope 49ers win. I have the 49ers winning too, so that's my prediction.
Yeah, but it's not even so much that I want the 49ers to win because of the Mahomes Brady thing. I don't really care about that because that's still not a discussion in my opinion yet. He has a long way to go. You can compare him to Montana, like I said, but not Brady yet. He's got to get close to 7.
Any hot props?
I just don't like the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs dynasty is threatening the Patriots dynasty. That's what I care more about. I don't want that team to be matching us.
All it takes for them to break up after the Super Bowl, right? We already know that. I mean, we don't know if contract-wise, I have no idea who's got what contracts left.
I don't want them to win back-to-back Super Bowls.
No.
I'm extremely petty about that. I want that to be a Patriots thing. So I don't want to see.
Okay.
I don't want to see another team have a dynasty like the Patriots did.
Yeah, I agree. Does Gronk make the kick of destiny?
Good question.
I say yes.
I'm saying yes.
I'll be shocked if he misses it.
He missed it last year. Come on, dude.
Can't do that.
You can't do it.
The
twice.
reason why is because he is such a competitor. He's been practicing.
Is it real?
Did you see last year?
He's been
Yeah.
practicing.
Saw
The
last
crowd
year.
doesn't affect him. Nothing affects him. But he's a competitor. He doesn't want to look like a complete jackass. 2
Yeah,
years
but
in
is
a
there
row.
even a crowd? It's like pre-recorded thing.
Yeah,
Like, is it
it's
real? Like,
Oh, it's already been done?
yeah, it was a pre. It's a
I thought he was doing
pre-recorded
it
thing.
live.
No, he didn't do it live. It was a
I don't
pre-recorded
think
thing.
it was live last
I thought
year.
it was.
I thought
and then
everybody
last
thought it
year,
was going to be live.
I thought he was
they
doing it
showed
live this year.
Wait, are you sure that wasn't live though?
It wasn't.
Yeah, it was when he was
Because
during.
I
a
remember
commercial.
having the thing go on the TV, and I was like, "What the hell was that?
Yeah.
That was fake, dude. That was like looked like a
forget
green
it.
screen behind him or
Forget it.
something."
I mean, you can bet on it, so I'm gonna put like $5 down on. Yeah, he's gonna make it and win some. He's a favorite to make it, though. By the way,
Yeah. If some states, I was trying to find it. Some states have regulations on like betting the coin toss. Massachusetts, you can't. Didn't hear anything about the national anthem, but if you can bet the national anthem, it's Reba McEntire, right?
Reba.
Is it?
Yeah. Look that up real quick.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I heard someone say that. That it was Reba. Anytime she's done a national anthem, she rushes right through it. She fucking kills it. It's gonna be under.
Really?
That's what I
That
thought.
is- I'm gonna put that in right now. How do you know that?
Is that a statistical fact you looked at? Or something?
Yeah, I heard it today. And they were
Wow.
talking about the national anthem. I'm pretty sure he said it was Reba. But he said on the radio today, he said he gave us some like a bunch of hot props, and he said the national anthem. I thought he said Reba. I think it is Reba.
Are you looking that up, Dad? It's
She
taking me a
crushes
long
it.
time.
Reba McEntire.
She goes right through it.
We should see. What is her average?
Yeah, he said her average. I just was driving, so I couldn't write it down.
86 seconds. 86 and a half seconds. I have.
Oh, all right.
The under is plus 140.
I like McCaffrey 2 rushing touchdowns, not just 2 touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns. This is a crazy one. Call me crazy. I like well, anytime touchdown for Pacheco, but also Pacheco MVP. And people will be like, oh, it's going to be Mahomes. If Pacheco runs for 300-something yards and he gets 3 touchdowns, which he could, he's going to get it. Because then that means Mahomes isn't throwing the ball that much.
If Kelsey scores 3, does Mahomes get it or Kelsey get it?
Yes, it would probably be Mahomes.
Unless Kelsey gets over 200 yards.
If Mahomes doesn't get it, who gets it?
It'd probably be Pacheco.
Exactly. So
Pacheco or Kelsey, yeah. Or a wide receiver. Remember, Edelman got it one year.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you look at it and go, okay, the MVP, well,
But there's not really
already
any wide
went right to
receivers
the
that are gonna
offense.
stand out, right?
Unless you had somebody in the secondary who had 3 picks and
It's not going to be
2 pick sixes or something like that, but
yeah, they're Niners are 2-point favorites. Everyone's going with the Chiefs, and I've learned from the past when everyone goes, and I only think they're. This is what I was seeing today. A lot of people are putting the line it's getting affected because a lot of people big sharks have put $10,000 on the Niners, so they're affecting the line a little bit, but majority of the public are putting on for the Chiefs. So,
I mean, right now it's basically even money, right?
yeah.
2.5.
So I'm going to stick with the 49ers because when the public goes one way, the outcome goes the other, really. So, but yeah, the line's being affected because, like I said, a lot of people, some big sharks are putting in 10K and big bets like that on the Niners.
I like the Niners too. All right, so the 3 of us are all for the Niners.
Yep.
Covering. What about the over-under? Was it 45.5, 47? Something like that.
Did you look it up?
I think the over-under was 40, mid-40s.
I haven't checked. It could
have
have.
these ready if we're gonna bring them up.
Well,
You
can
can-
change any second.
We have an employee that edits that. too.
47
Yeah.
and a half.
It was 4.
So the over 47.
Yeah, that's.
I'm still not sure about that.
Somebody say Siri.
No. Maybe when I said that's.
Yeah, it's
Over's 47. I mean,
It's tough to say in a Super Bowl. I don't know. I don't like betting.
one of the
line
props
like
is,
that.
does either team score in the first 5 minutes?
Yes. So then I would go over. If I'm going to bet yes on that, then I'm going to bet over.
Then you got to go over.
Yeah.
All right, that's what I was thinking.
Because then at that point, I think it's going to be a shootout. I mean, the Niners are just stacked. The only way they lose is if Brock Purdy makes mistakes.
Well.
That's the only way.
How does
they
KC lose?
Travis Kelce. They're 3 key players not showing up. Kelce, Pacheco,
Chico and
Mahomes.
Mahomes. All right. Well,
If one of them doesn't, they need all 3 of them to have a good game, which they have all been playing great. But I think they need all 3 to really stand out. Marcus Valdez, Scantling, he's going to get 1 pass for 50 yards, and that's about it. I don't know.
yeah. All right, we'll go 49ers.
Yep.
Joe, you want to go to the next segment?
Oh, we're gonna talk about other sports.
Oh,
What
it's a boxing.
Oh, no. Well, yeah, we can talk about that. I didn't even get to see the
That was
fight.
the end.
What?
No, we got to talk about big Boston College hire. You're wearing a sweatshirt.
Yeah, we can talk about anything. Whatever.
All right.
Who wants
Okay.
that? What do
Let's
you want
talk
to talk
about Bill
What do you wanna
O'Brien
talk about, Dad?
to BC.
Yeah, let's talk about Boston College today. Just announced the new head coach, former head coach of the NFL and assistant, but it is Bill O'Brien. I hope they made the right decision. Obviously, I hope that every
home
year.
run right there. Calling it now. It's a home run hire.
Well, we don't know if is he calling the offense or is he going to hire an OC?
I read today that they're going to give they're giving him full range to hire his staff, and they're going to fund like salaries, whatever. It's they're letting him do his thing.
Yeah. So is he going to hire an OC or is he going to do it?
He's going to do it. He's hiring his own staff.
Yeah, but he's going to call the plays too. He's not going to hire a separate offensive coordinator.
Oh, I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know. I would assume with the quarterback that they have, I would like to have
Somebody else
same-
who has the.
the same playbook that they ran when Bill O'Brien was coaching Deshaun Watson in Houston. Those 3 years, They were lights out, and the Houston made the playoffs. They were 11-5, 10-6. So to say he can't, I remember when you said that, it's not his style. Well, he coached Deshaun Watson. That's when Deshaun Watson was lighting up his rookie years. Those first 3 years for Deshaun Watson
and
were
then he
under Bill
then he
O'Brien.
got rid of the RPO and he went with Mac Jones
Well, no, Deshaun Watson turned
or
into a
Bailey
psycho
Zappi.
because they're a different type of quarterback.
So what you're
They can't
what you're
run that.
saying though is you need to understand your quarterback
Right,
and call that offense around them.
right.
So he didn't understand both his quarterbacks from last year.
No, what I'm saying is I like him. If he can do exactly the way he did it with Deshaun Watson for Thomas Castellanos, that's what we wanted.
Castellanos is one kid that, and he's got so much mad respect from everybody throughout the ACC and all over. I feel bad because he's had a different coach like every year.
He said
And they have to
he's-
adjust him and make him.
That's why I respect him. He's staying,
I know.
and he's happy about it. They said when Blake James, I guess the players and Bill O'Brien and Blake James had a meeting today, the AD Blake James, and players were like literally left their feet. According to Blake James, like he tweeted it and said players have left their feet because they're so excited.
Well,
and
yeah,
ready for
let's
this
let's
year.
hope that continues because
That's
right
gonna
now-
bring in a lot of
Right now,
people.
everybody's leaving their feet. Everybody's getting excited because it's a wow factor with the name. But I'll guarantee you, week 4, if they're 0-4 and they suck, they're going to be hard on O'Brien like the Patriots fans were. And they're going to be like, "Are you kidding? We paid this donkey all this money, and we're 0-4."
Yeah, I don't know
So he's
because
gotta
it
be
would
able to
just be
turn this
like
around
same
quick.
old story, same old song and dance.
I don't think that part is if they went with another name. If they went somebody else, same old, blah, blah, blah. But they say, okay, we're going to invest, bring a big name coach in, pay him all the money, pay the unlimited salaries
Yeah,
to assistants.
that's why you should have wanted Bill O'Brien to get hired. Because what do you want to see the same thing? Like that Al Washington, the only reason he was even in the running for the job was because he went to BC. Other than that, he had no business being a candidate for the job.
Well, Washington, and I was even saying Brian Flores, but regardless, right? No one, the NIL is going to kill BC.
Yeah, they need money.
And LI rather. So it's going to hurt them. They don't invest. It's all in what you're going to do to support that team, right? So you want to bring a big powerhouse and bring a big name in and be big in the ACC. Invest in your stadium, more parking for fans, not your blue chip members who pay all the money in corporate businesses, right? Do it for the fans because they can't go, and that's why you have a half-filled stadium every single week.
Yeah, I mean,
So you got to invest in it.
I think part of bringing him in too was to get a sold out. Is opening day for them, is opening night, is that home against Florida State?
Yeah.
So, are you sure? That's home against Florida State?
Yeah, I just had it out.
See, that will be a solo crowd. It usually is anyways because it's Florida State. But I just saw a video on my phone that at the hockey game, Bill O'Brien just got a standing ovation
Yeah,
at
it's
the
all
game.
over there.
So that's excitement. Part of me thinks it's doing it to bring people in because they know they need to bring people in, but that's important. That will bring players in too. You have one good season with, even if you go, you have a season with 3 losses instead of 4, 5, 6 losses. 3 losses, 4 losses is better than what it has been. That shows promise, and that will bring recruits here. Okay, they got better. They looked better last year, and then they went on a shitty skid, and now they got Bill O'Brien. Now they only have 2 or 3 losses. Yeah, I'm going there. So that's a huge part of it. I think
What
he
is
attracts
what
people.
is a successful season for Boston College next year under O'Brien?
Anything but like 6-5 after a bowl game. That's pathetic. I'm sick of that. Just barely getting, or getting a bowl game because you're 500, or just getting over 500. That's got to stop. That's got to stop.
So 8-2, 8-3 is successful.
Absolutely.
Is O'Brien's first year at 7-5, 6-4? That's not.
Yeah, because he hasn't gotten his players. You got to give him time to get his recruits and his guys in. So yeah, you can't just say, "Oh, no."
I mean, so
no,
6
that's-
wins gets him a bowl. It'll probably back
Yeah.
at Fenway.
So I guess I take that back
That
because
Florida State.
when I just thought of that, you got to let him give time to give his recruits in there. These are all half-lease guys too. So
That game they open up at Florida State.
at Florida State.
That's on Monday, September 2nd. That's Labor Day, right?
But I mean, I think you can judge Bill O'Brien before even, once he does get his recruits in here and they play a season, which would be his second season. You can most of them would be, still Halfley's guys.
The only thing that speeds that up, what's going to be interesting is how's the transfer portal going?
Yeah, who can he bring in from the transfer
gonna
portal?
bring in?
There's not
It's almost like instant recruiting, but
Right.
maybe his name does.
right. So you gotta. That's his first thing is who can he bring in from the transfer portal, and who can he have the ability to start getting 4 or 5 star recruits that are from New England? Because, like I said, in the national championship game, there were about 7 players I think from New England on Michigan, and 4 or 5 on Washington from New England.
Yeah, no.
Like, that's crazy. Now, I'm not saying Massachusetts. I'm saying New England, the region of New England. So that's, 12, 13, 14 guys in the national championship game. And
Heavy
none of them,
recruiting, yeah.
and those are 4 or 5 star recruits going to Michigan and Washington and other schools when, years and years and years ago, they would go to BC instead.
Realizing there's a ton of talent here in the Northeast.
So much talent,
Yeah.
but they just go other places. Maybe I hope Bill O'Brien can be that person to be like, oh shit.
Yeah,
Now
I think
they
the
actually
transfer
care.
portal will help him.
Yeah.
Because that'll be more instant than recruiting and going through the process and letting
Mm-hmm.
you guys leave right now.
Yep.
But I just hope the school itself, Father Leahy and the rest of the people, it's all well and good to say you support him by paying him a big number.
Well, I haven't heard Leahy say anything. I'm just going off the AD.
I'm going by Leahy runs the whole school, so let's go by him first. Right?
Yeah, I don't
But
think he's
you need to be able to support with a legitimate stadium. And don't just sell all your premier parking on campus to just the people who pay big money. Limit that, but
Yeah.
still allow the fans to go.
Yeah.
Because if you're talking $40 a ticket, then they can't go because there's no parking, so they take a train. The experience of going to tailgate, have a little fun. Half of that is lost, and they wonder why they can only get 15 to 18,000 people. Mm-hmm. And that's unfortunate because last year when we went to the BC Holy Cross game, it was hugely packed with Holy Cross people.
Yeah, it was weird.
They're local, but they thought it was their year, and it almost was. But it brought a lot of people. So they got to do a much better job that way. And O'Brien can coach the team, maybe popping in 5 or 6 wins out of the gate, maybe knocking off an upset with Florida State or something. Now you got interest. Now you got people going. That is probably going to help too.
They got a better game day. What's the word I'm looking for? Game day, not
Experience?
game day experience. Yeah, like for the fans, like all these huge D1
Yeah.
schools, like have huge tailgate parties and shit like that.
They also have the land. And BC doesn't have that.
They got to buy it.
That's part of,
Right.
what's the school going to do, right? Joey, what do you got?
What do I got? I got
What
the
do you
next
got?
segment.
You've been quiet.
I got nothing on that.
Oh, okay.
On that topic. No,
All right, well,
I was.
You take the next segment then.
Are we ready for the next segment?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. We're doing the top 5 smartest states.
Smart.
We're also going to do the dumbest, but right now we're just going to do the smartest. So, can you guys name
What are they ranking by?
Oh, they're
how is it?
the
education
IQ? IQ. Can you guys?
IQ.
Yeah, I'm going to start the short.
Okay.
Can you guys rank the top 5 smartest states based on their IQ?
Are we going 1 to 5?
You can.
Smartest.
I mean, you guys just say it. Just like start.
Massachusetts.
Trying to guess.
Florida.
Florida is not in the top 5 now.
What? Florida.
Yeah, no, that was probably not the best guess.
Massachusetts.
Yeah, that was pretty obvious. Everybody
Yeah.
knew that was number 1.
New York.
New
York.
York would be number 2 or 3.
Didn't make this list.
Really?
Wow.
Wow, they actually have New York at 26.
Wow.
Sure.
This is by Katie Couric Media.
Oh, well, Katie Couric.
Number 2 would be Connecticut.
That's number 9.
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire's number 2.
Yeah, New Hampshire.
By the way, we're from Massachusetts, so
Yeah. It's not a shock that, New England's up there. But
Are we done with the Northeast, though?
No.
no.
Oh, wow.
There's one more, and then there's another Northeast.
Don't tell me it's Rhode Island
right
or
out of the
Vermont.
six.
It can't be.
Vermont is number 4.
Yeah, I was going to say Vermont.
Vermont is in top 5.
All right.
That is the end of the Northeast. But at number 6, Maine. So that was
Maine.
just got out of it.
All right, so 3.
See, number 3 and number 5. I don't want to be mean, but it's not in the South. And I think you guys already knew that.
Illinois.
No.
Pennsylvania.
No.
I cringe, but California.
Not even close.
Okay.
Michigan?
No.
Ohio.
Ohio, no. Think of the North.
Wisconsin.
No.
Did you say Michigan already?
Said Michigan already. Michigan's 27.
Not like way northwest like Oregon or anything.
No.
Alaska?
No, not Alaska.
Hawaii? The way you answered.
Not even close.
That's not north. Washington.
No.
Really?
Just look up the states. Just look up north.
Oh, Colorado.
No.
What the hell?
North.
North.
North. North.
North Dakota.
Yes, that's number 3.
What?
Number 5.
Oh, Minnesota.
Yes, Minnesota, number 5.
Wow.
I'm shocked. I
would've
think
said North
everybody.
Dakota.
I think everybody knew they were from the north, mostly northeast, but
No, North Dakota's a shock.
North Dakota. Yeah.
Oh, we gonna do the dumb ones?
Now we're gonna do
All right.
top 5 dumbest states in America based on their IQ.
Florida.
Florida, no, they are in the lower half of America.
California.
California, yes, they're the 3rd dumbest.
Alabama.
They are number 6.
Texas.
No.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, no.
Good. Mississippi.
That's number 1.
Okay. Mississippi's number 1. So
Louisiana.
Their IQ of 94.
oh my God.
Louisiana.
Louisiana's number 2. 95.
Oh my God.
Georgia.
No. They're in the top 10 though.
Tennessee.
Tennessee, no. You're all close. You're right around it.
Texas.
South Carolina. I already said Texas. South Carolina.
No, another one's in the top 10. Yeah.
You already said
Yikes.
Georgia.
Yep. It's none of the Carolinas.
None of the Carolinas. You guys have Mississippi, Louisiana,
California.
and California. Yeah, those are the top 3.
Louisiana, California.
So you need 4 and 5.
Nevada.
No, close though. That was number 7.
Kansas.
It's got to be up there.
Nope.
What?
Idaho.
No.
You said Illinois?
Kansas is actually number 11 for smartest. Illinois is not up there.
Arizona.
Arizona, no. They are dumb, but not as dumb as these 2 states.
Kentucky.
No.
Iowa.
Yep, you got it.
Yeah.
No.
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 Holy shit.
Iowa is
Indiana.
Iowa is number 8 smartest. Indiana, no.
Missouri.
You
No.
said that, I thought.
Oh.
It's so if you cut the United States in half, it's on the bottom half of the United States. And if you cut it vertically, it's on the left side.
We said Oregon.
Colorado.
No.
South Dakota.
Mm-mm.
I forget what I've said.
Feels like we guessed them all.
I forget what I've guessed already.
Well, if you cut it like this in 4s, it's on that.
We're missing one. Arkansas.
No.
We literally just guessed them all.
Utah.
Utah is not. No.
What the?
What? We've said them all.
No, you haven't.
Oh, I would not expect these.
What?
New Mexico
New Mexico is number 5.
and Arizona.
I said Arizona.
Oh, you
no.
did?
Yeah, no.
That's what we were looking for was 5. 'cause
Number
we
4.
A
A lot of dummies come from the state. Called the Dummy State. By me.
Delaware.
No.
Oh, we
Are
had
you
one.
saying that because Joe Biden?
They had one big dummy from Delaware. Yeah.
Another dummy's from the state. We can make fun of the state because it's not near Massachusetts.
Montana.
Even dumber.
Mainland? Oh no, you
Can you
said
believe that? Even dumber than Montana?
Missouri.
You already said that.
Oh yeah, we guessed it. We still get 2 more.
No, one more.
Oh. We're not
Actually,
close.
Montana's number 7 for smartest. So.
Holy shit.
Go.
No, that's not it. Oklahoma?
No, you said that.
No.
I don't know.
Dumber than Oklahoma. It's really dumb. You want me to reveal
Yeah.
the dumb state?
Yeah.
Number 4, it is Hawaii.
Oh.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can see
I can see that.
I can't. I don't really know.
How can you see that?
I don't know. Yeah, how can you see
I can
that?
see them being dumb.
Really? I don't know.
That's all. That's all I'm saying. They're dumb.
Okay.
All right, next segment. Oh. Oh yeah, I can see that. Michael, how can you see that? That's a weird thing to know.
It's weird.
You should have said it then.
Are we on
You
the next
obviously
segment?
couldn't have seen that if we. You
Well,
obviously,
I've been there a few times. I can see them being dumb.
you didn't even guess it. Out of
I
all.
know.
You guys 49 states. All right, now we're on the top 5 funniest TV shows.
Oh, I didn't know we were doing this.
Yeah, we were. We cut out the late night talk show.
Yeah, no, but I just didn't even see that.
My first one, King of Queens.
King of Queens for your top.
I laughed my ass off. Yeah, we're not doing a draft, right? We're just
No, it's doing the top 5 funniest TV shows.
I think King of Queens is definitely up there.
Yeah, that's up there.
It's funny, but for a funniest TV show, that's crazy.
It's gotta be it's up there. We're not saying it's the funniest.
You're,
but it's
yeah, you're saying
certainly-
your top 5. You're saying that's number 5 for you.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think it scratches top 10, but
Kevin James is hilarious.
nobody's denying that one. But
Yeah, that's the top 5 for me.
really, go
It's
your
just
number 4.
hilarious.
2.5 Men. And I think what
So you think
over
it's
and over
funny?
when you watch it and you start, they have a lot of funny lines in it.
Yeah,
Eastbound and Down. It's top 5.
that's
comedy
number
for me.
1. Yeah.
Number 1.
So I'll say my top 5 funniest TV shows. At number 5, you guys can hate on it, but I don't think the world is, and that's Impractical Jokers.
They will hate on it.
So sucks.
All right,
It's
I
goofy.
think
It's goofy.
I can't just watch. It's not like a show to me. It's just like a
No, they're doing skits.
yeah. It's stupid. I don't like skit shit like
I
that.
mean, they're making a bagload of money, but just skits, just dares.
Yeah.
I think it's
So,
always. I think it always puts a
overplayed.
smile. Well, it's true TV's only. TV show that actually
Yeah.
helps him out. Number 4, Blue Mountain State.
Yeah, hilarious.
It
That's
is
up
funny.
there for
Give
me.
that.
Number 3, Wrecked. Oh,
Let's go right to
does
number
nobody
2.
know what that is?
Just go to number 2.
Well, watch Wrecked. You actually, if you're watching this right now,
Yeah.
go turn this off and watch Wrecked.
Move to number 2, please.
That's the way to boost our fucking
So
ratings.
funny. It's so good. It'll change your life. Number 2, Vice Principals.
Yeah, that was up there. That's hilarious, but it's not top 5.
Really?
No.
I crushed
Eastbound
it.
and Down.
Eastbound and Down, number 1.
Let's see. Eastbound and Down's number 1. King of Queens is up there. To me, funny wise, to me, Fresh Prince of Bel Air is up there. Is top 5 for me. It's top 5 show for me and top 5 comedy.
Where do you put Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Never really got into that. Oh, top 5 comedies is definitely Workaholics. That's in my top 5 for sure. That might be like number 2. And then King of Queens. You know what show's pretty funny?
Where do you put
Is that Tim Allen one,
Last Man Standing?
Last Man Standing. That's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
It
That's
is.
hilarious. Top funniest TV shows.
That's all.
Do you whisper when you type?
No.
No.
No, it takes me so long to type. I'd be really slow if I had to talk.
Ted TV show? Wait, what? Oh, this is just popular shows.
That show's actually hilarious.
Ted TV show, you could talk about that.
I didn't like it at first. I watched an episode and then I kept watching the episodes. It's fucking
I'm
hilarious.
struggling to enjoy it more.
No, I gave it another shot. It's fucking hilarious.
It's so funny. I think
I don't want to repeat any lines.
No,
'cause it's
the
some of
basic
it's
comedy
offensive.
is very simple and the same thing.
It's
So
family,
when you get beyond that, the movie of
Oh.
Ted and Ted 2, and
Yeah, no, I thought
first couple of series, and you're like, I
was
want to
cracking
continue to
up.
watch it.
I was cracking
He
up.
does have funny lines in it.
The first episode, I fell asleep and I was like, "Oh, that means the show sucks."
Yeah.
But then I watched the whole season. And I was cracking up. If a show can make me like when I'm by myself laugh out loud, that's how I know it's funny. If I can
Why is it
laugh,
different? There's other people in the room.
yeah, because there's no one else laughing that would
Yeah,
make
it doesn't-
influence you laughing, and you might still think it's funny. But if you're by yourself and you're like laughing out loud, that's when you know it's funny, dude.
Yeah, Joey does that at funerals.
What funeral? No.
You have laughed. Not in real life. I'm talking about watching it.
You know what I have a problem laughing at, and it's so fucked up because I don't want to laugh at it. Is sometimes when people who sing the national anthem and they're not good, it's a struggle not to laugh.
That happened recently where I didn't
like-
want to laugh.
It's ranked as one of the most difficult songs to sing.
Yeah, but you can tell if someone just is not good.
I remember at a boxing
Singing.
event, they played it and I was dying laughing. Or
It's
like
It's like when I'm trying to like fix my teeth, I'm just hiding my
or the
smile.
Bruins game at the Bruins game when they have like somebody go up and they're like,
I guess.
yeah, I guess you don't want to be mean because you're not laughing at the national anthem. Obviously, you're laughing at them trying to sing it. It's
Do you laugh at any other things that you shouldn't? Like,
people falling on stairs. It's so funny, Michael. When you fell,
Instead of helping him, he laughs at him.
this I do remember one time. I always think about it every time like I walk into like an important situation. I think of something
yeah,
funny.
funny.
And I see somebody on the stairs, like they stumble and trip on the stairs. Michael, when you fell at the Penn State,
Yeah, that's
RV,
hilarious.
That was you fell in a pile of mud. I think about that all the time.
Yeah, that's
It's so
hilarious.
funny.
If I see someone fall, I'm laughing. I don't think that's like not. I don't think that's a situation where you're not supposed to laugh though. Like
It's only
national
funny.
anthem, you're not really supposed to laugh during that.
It's only funny if you actually see it. If you're watching a video of somebody falling, it's not funny at all. But if you're there and you're watching like a friend fall,
I think you have to
funny.
judge how they fell. I mean, if an 80-year-old lady falls off the
Yeah,
curb
that's
in the
not
street,
funny.
that's not funny.
That's not funny. That's
so you have to
sad.
kind of judge.
That's
There's a
sad.
judging factor here.
Yeah.
What's funny?
it might
That's
be
sad.
funny like a month later. You're like, yo, remember that old lady fell? That's kind of funny.
No, that's not funny. It's never going to be funny. It would
Really?
be, remember that old lady fell? We helped her up. She was fine.
And I think anything that happens to an old lady is kind of sad. But you actually do have a good point, though. If everything is good and, you think about it a couple years down the line, it is kind of funny. I have a friend who...
What the hell have I gone wrong with you two?
Well, listen, I have a friend. I'm not going to say
You
his
act like
name.
you're Mr. Perfect.
I'm not going to say his name, but I'm not even going to say what sport he played because it'll give it away. He went to a tournament for the sport he was playing, and they all went out to a pizza place. He decided to play a prank on one of his teammates because he thought his teammates was sitting at that table. So he uncorked the crushed red pepper thing and, unscrewed it all the way so it was loose, put it down at the table. Well, an old lady sat at that table that he thought his teammate was going to sit at, and she sat down, poured the whole thing of crushed red pepper, ruined her 2 slices of pizza, and the poor old lady was like, why would somebody do this? And at first, that is not funny. That's heartbreaking. But years later, it's fucking hilarious.
I hope this individual,
right?
I hope this
So you gotta
individual
give it some
bought her
time.
2 new slices of pizza.
No. This is a
Complete asshole.
This is a long time ago. It recently just became funny. It happened when we might have been in 8th grade. So that's, well over 15 years ago.
So you had to get 15.
Close to 20 years ago.
You had to get 15 years in order for it to be.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
Gotta wait that long to just laugh.
Imitate the old woman again.
Why would somebody do this?
How old was she? Like,
Was she
8?
wiping
I
the
don't know. I
pepper
wasn't
off?
there. Oh, I wasn't there. This is a friend's at a tournament for a sport that he played. I'm not going to say names. I'll tell you guys after.
Ruined her.
And he's
How do
going
we
to
get
see
off
this.
track
He's
with
going
this?
to
What are we
laugh.
talking
Why would somebody do
Why would somebody do
We're
this?
talking about things that are funny.
Well, that's not funny.
And he said things happening to old people is not funny. But like I said, if you give it some time, it might be funny down the road. Like if an old person
Like
fell.
15 years.
Remember the time the old guy fell? Yikes.
Speaking of old people, have you ever had a road rage at an old person but didn't know they were old?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes. And I have road rage
Fucking
every day.
more. I feel bad. Yeah.
I have road rage every day, and I do feel bad because
Yeah, it's like, what if that's someone's grandmother?
first of all,
if someone does that to my papa or nana, I'm pissed.
I
fucking
assume
pissed.
anybody driving 35 on the highway is an old grandmother,
Yeah.
so I
if they're
I
not,
let them go.
right? If they're not,
I don't beat the horn or anything like that.
No, I don't either.
And you see them just driving like this, dude.
But if you see an older guy, like if I see an older guy more than me, and he's like struggling, I'm thinking, you know what? The likelihood of that guy being a badass back then when he was younger, he was in the service, probably served in war. I give a little break.
Yeah.
After I've sworn like crazy.
Well, I don't. Like you said, I don't beat
do,
my
I-
horn. If I see someone going 35, whatever, really slow or just like slow to make a turn, I assume they're old. So I don't. I'm like, oh, that must be an old person. Joe, you drive me a lot. I'll be like, oh, that person's definitely an old person. The only time I do get mad and will get pissed is if I end up finding out that they're not an old person. It's like, you have no business. Why are you driving like that? So that's when I'll get pissed.
Funny.
But like, I always think about it. If I do it by accident, I think, well, what if someone just said that to my papa or my nana? Like, I'm pissed.
It would suck.
So,
I literally got held up at the lights down the street there where Lowe's is, but the left on the green arrow, right? So green arrow hits, everybody's waiting. This car is not moving to the point where we're thinking maybe the car broke down, so people are trying to go around. That's dangerous because you have people going through the green light. Only to find out, soon as it went yellow into red, she left. She took off. And then people caught up to, she was texting the whole time. She was on her phone. And everybody else like got stuck. Well, she just like took off to like
morons.
red light, basically. It just pissed everybody off.
I don't want to be like
I was
rude,
screaming.
but I would hope they get in a slight minor car accident after that happens.
I was hoping to catch up with the next set of lights because I was so enraged. I was so pissed off.
Yeah,
don't
I
wish
would.
anyone
I would
gets-
hope you dead. I guarantee you're way hoping that you drive by and you see like that car in the woods or something.
No, I don't ever wish.
Well, they weren't
accidents-
texting and driving.
I don't
wish
wish that, but she was at the
That's what
set of
happens
lights,
when you text.
and she just sat there the whole time,
Yeah,
completely oblivious to the traffic signal.
I don't wish anyone to get in a crash. I wish a lot of times people get pulled over.
Yeah,
Like someone's weaving in and out and speeding.
I wish there was a
I
cop
never
here right
wish
now.
they'd crash, but I want them to get pulled over.
yep.
What other things annoy you? Because I was actually walking today.
That people weaving in and out of traffic like they're cool, like they're fucking the coolest thing since fucking sliced
You wanna know
bread.
3 things
I
that
hate
annoy
that. If you speed like and weaving out of traffic and you're a loser.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
not cool. Like I hate that. You're a dork. Like I hate that.
3 things that annoy me. One of them is obvious: screaming in somebody's ear. Like if you don't know the person and they're like talking and they're right in your ear screaming, that's one of the worst things somebody could do. And I know you hate that because you'll get mad at me even if I
Yeah,
yell
I always
slightly.
I always give the person lean. I don't like when people are talking
Yeah.
like this, and I don't really know.
Oh,
yeah.
where you can smell their breath and stuff.
Yeah, get your breath away from
Another
me.
thing I hate that nobody really mentions or talks about, people having annoying laughs. Like if you don't even know the person, their laugh is just god awful. It just pisses me off. I'll like imitate them and be like, shut the fuck up. That annoys me.
Yeah, you just hope and pray you never say anything to make them laugh, so you don't have to.
I
hear it.
won't even know the person. I would be walking by them in public and I'd hear somebody laugh like that. It just it ruins my day almost. And the one thing that annoys me, and I thought of this, I remembered it because my teacher actually annoyed me doing this. I walk into her room and she called me the wrong name. She called me Tim. And
I hate that.
that's the worst. It's so annoying. No, my name's not Tim, actually.
Yeah, I hate that.
Name's not Tim.
I mean, unless she thought
Fuck, did you get Tim
she
from?
just missed it by like just being introduced. But if she has known you and still fucks it up, there's no excuse.
She goes, "Oh, hey, Tim." No, not Tim.
Try again.
I said,
Hey, Dick.
I'm Joe.
Hey, Dick, what's up? Sorry, I
But-
got your name wrong too.
Oh, it's the worst when people call you the wrong name. No. Name's actually not Tim, it was Joe. So,
You know what pisses me off?
what pisses you off?
You know, driving somewhere, right? And just like the slightest inconvenience of like a detour or shitty weather, like when you don't expect it, like a flash rainstorm, that aggravates me. I get angry. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? It can't just be a nice easy drive. No, it has to start pouring. There's snowing, and then it's icy and shit, like freezing rain. That shit pisses me off, just because it's been happening lately.
But that's weather. You can't do anything about that.
No, it really
That
sucks
pisses me
when you
off.
drive over potholes and you're driving on something.
That sucks. Yes.
Or repetitive,
I'll
like
slam.
Yeah, that pisses me off. They gotta fix those here.
Or if you're trying to swerve, but you actually end up hitting another one. Worst one. Sucks.
It's a lot of driving.
So we went from
Just mad.
funny TV shows to what pisses us off.
Yeah, I like it. Good conversation.
Good conversation.
Yeah, why not?
All right, moving on.
Hey, we mentioned Oklahoma, and you know it's tough times for the country music world because we lost an absolute legend recently with the passing of Toby Keith, who that dude pumped out serious tunes, wrote serious songs, found many talented artists, and I've seen him 6 or 7 times. Great concerts, and has done a lot for the military. But Toby Keith was probably my favorite country artist.
Favorite music artist?
Yeah, definitely my favorite. What about you guys?
He's not my favorite music.
No,
artist, but-
have you listened to him?
Yeah,
Like
I've
him?
always liked Toby Keith.
Yeah.
I like all his music. What?
listened to him. You
I
sat there
thought he was
frozen.
asking if he's our favorite ever. I'm
You
like,
sat
oh,
there
no,
fucking
but-
frozen.
I'm sorry.
I'm like, what about you guys? You're like, are you done
It's
talking?
like a Toby Keith memorial video. I have a top 5 country singer list, and he is number 1. So, and he's gonna stay at number 1 because consistently, you can even see through the years, even some of his newer songs
Yeah.
are still pretty good.
Did some great songs.
Oh,
His
yeah.
concerts were fantastic, though.
What's your
Yeah, they were
favorite
fun.
Toby Keith song?
Some of his popular. How Do You Like Me Now? Should Have Been a Cowboy.
See, yeah, I'm not a fan of How You Like Me Now. I think it's.
I like
corny.
his slow,
I
sad
love
songs.
this bar. Blue Moon.
Does that blue moon ever shine on
Shine
you?
on you. That
Yeah,
was,
that's up there. That's got to
Great.
be.
Crying for Me.
That's on my top 5.
I Wish I Didn't Know Now. That's on my top 5.
Not on my
Ain't as
top
good as
5.
I
You
once
shouldn't-
was. I like
You Shouldn't
that.
Kiss Me Like This.
See, I would have put that. That's 6 for me.
Yeah.
I Ain't As Good As I Once Was. Probably
Beer for My
10.
Horses has got to be up there.
Beer for My
me.
Horses, I have at number 5.
I love this bar.
I love this.
American Soldier and Courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue are in my top
Absolutely.
5. Both of those.
Yep.
Courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue has got to be number 1 for
Red
me.
Solo Cup.
Red Solo Cup.
No, I never liked that song.
I never liked it either.
I never liked that song.
It's
I thought it was the
so-
same.
It's funny when he
overplayed.
sings. He's fantastic when he sings it live.
Yeah,
He used to do that
I
live. It was
hate
funny
it
as shit.
how Toby Keith has so many great songs, but people only like or know Red Solo
Yeah.
Cup. That pisses me off.
Wayman's song is great. Crying for Me.
Yeah.
That's on my top 5. And it should have been a Cowboys like number 3 because I already said number 1 and 2 are the American Soldier and Courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue.
Yeah.
But he has a lot of great. He's definitely on my
Definitely
top
done
5.
so
My
much.
top 5 list
Yeah.
of country artist.
Semi-pro football player. He's a good athlete and very, very talented.
And we
guy.
didn't even mention all of his older ones either.
I know.
There's a couple of them, but he's around a while.
I was thinking about the every time I've seen him in concert and the people who were his opening act who have like crazy gone on to
Yeah, that's crazy.
major career. So
Speaking of someone who's in the spotlight this weekend, who gave no memorial to him or anything. The whole reason Taylor Swift was found was because of Toby Keith.
Toby Keith, yeah.
So for all you Swifties out there, yeah, you should really be thanking Toby Keith.
I'm hoping we just missed it. I'm assuming she did something to
I would hope
pay her
so.
respects because
She'd
Toby
be
Keith
nothing
that
without
defined
Toby
her.
Keith. People will now be like, no way, she's so good, she would have been found either way. No.
Those are the breaks in the business. You look at like Carrie Underwood, right?
Well, American Idol.
American Idol. But if she didn't go on American Idol, would she have ever been?
You can't say that. You don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
So nobody knows, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying the Swiftie people they'll convince themselves that she would have been found either way because she's, God's gift to the earth, I guess.
That's because the TV has made that.
Yep.
It's not her fault.
Oh, it's not her
It's not
fault.
Kelsey's fault.
I think it's kind of her
damn
fault.
network.
If I
No,
feel like
she
if
was
she
like-
didn't
That's the
like want
network,
people to
Joey.
have, I feel like if she didn't want whole slaves of like a whole army of people who love her and adore her, she could easily do something about that. She loves it. She takes it all in. She loves it.
She couldn't
loves
even
it.
get 5 feet from the Escalade
She fucking loves
into the
that.
stadium, the tent in the back of the stadium here
Yeah.
at the stadium.
But see, I
They're
don't
all
think
over
it has nothing to do with football. These Swifties have been around for years.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with anything with the NFL or Travis Kelce. Like, leave them out of it. She's had psychos following her like this for years.
Yeah, but I'm just saying one more thing is now the network just seems to thrive on showing her
Yeah.
all the time. It's not her fault.
Well,
It's
helps
not
the
Kelsey's
NFL.
fault, but man, oh man, the network has to stop that.
Yeah.
That's
And now
Yeah,
we're talking about it. So
but people are blaming it, right? They're like, oh, it's not
That's
Taylor's
not
fault.
their
We know it's not Taylor's fault. It's the network's. So,
really doesn't bother me.
but you're right
either way.
though. That was Toby Keith. Big at her stardom.
Mm-hmm.
Joy, what else you got?
Nothing.
Let's get into the game.
To the game?
No, we don't even got it.
Having the game?
I thought you said guess the college team based on their primary colors.
I didn't
Fun
even.
game.
I didn't even have it connected.
We got a.
Okay.
We've been on this for a long
And
time.
I actually, because I made this and I had the colors already ready, but that was also like 2 months ago, so I don't even know the team. I don't even know the college that was for the colors now.
You fucked up there.
Well, we all did since we didn't have
No movie game?
no movie game. Can you guess? Can you guess the college?
It's one color.
No, that's one. That's two. That's three.
Oh, you didn't put them together? That's Michigan State.
No,
What?
I have no clue what college that is. Oh, what college I was going.
How do you
after.
say no to when I say
I
Michigan State?
'Cause I
absolutely.
knew it wasn't Michigan State.
I think they're a little bit off of the grid, but I would have guessed that first. But it's probably like. Well, it's not Boise State. It's from Coastal Carolina. Is that them?
I
No.
think it was.
Coastal
I think it
Carolina's
was.
black.
Oh no, 'cause that would have had gold in it. If I
Yeah,
would,
you would
there would have
have
been a little bit of.
Well, is that it then?
You got anything to wrap up, Michael? What do you got?
Good luck to the guys on the team fighting in the finals tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, they go to two of them or three of them tomorrow, right?
And we got Alex Mason. Little Mason's not fighting anymore in the special bout. And that's tomorrow, yeah. For the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, second that, and also rest in peace, Toby Keith.
Well, that kind of takes my thing away, right? I'll
We took it.
third that, and good luck to the guys. Good luck to Bernardo Boxing. I will go out on a limb and say they probably right now are the best boxing team, boxing club, and best coach right now. So, good luck to everybody tomorrow, and until next show, peace out, be good, and as always, ciao for now.
One gummy, one brownie, and 32 minutes of the Punch Drunk podcast, and I can't stop fucking laughing. You're an asshole.